Hey guys, now as promised, the messages of dependability and unity are here. We're going to receive them. Of course, they're connected to a message that they've shared with me, and it's quite the message again. But this is the time we're in. We're really going to amp up the building of New Earth. We're really amping it up. Let's start with the message of unity. Unity. Earthly meaning. See your worth and the value of others. A refusal to accept less than equal footing in a partnership. An assumption, bias, or other barrier could hinder a fair outcome. Strive for reciprocity. Strive for reciprocity. There is a solution that benefits all parties. Connecting through differences, empowerment is a better strategy than seeking power. Act now for the long-term benefit of your loved ones. And this is what we're doing. Through the earthly meaning, we're acting now for the long-term benefit of our loved ones. And we want it to be reciprocated. This is about the Two of Cups at the end of the day. It's going to be fair. It's going to benefit all parties. This is that connection that's going to unite us all. The common thread that's going to unite us all. Are we going to move forth into New Earth, or are we going to stay stuck in old Earth that is decaying right in front of our faces? Spiritual meaning. Peace is not somewhere in the future. It is here. You don't need to search for it. Trust, let go, be present, and it will find you. And this is key. Peace is what's being created within New Earth. Harmony, symphony. This is the healing of the energy of Aquarius. We are in a time of trust, letting go, in order to be present, to allow what needs to find us to find us. The present is the point from which life flows and all is born. We will die and be reborn into this one moment. All is present in the here and now. You are, we are, all is equal. And we just need to see it. We're expanding consciousness. We're bringing unity to consciousness. This is what we've come here to do. This is part of mission work. What a twin flame story. What a starseed story. And I just found that something there's a starseed twin. Guys, I try not to get too lost on the labels of what things are, but it is helpful to know, like, that's where the masculine energy exists. Oh, here, we're going to pull this out of the all, out of creation. We're going to put this in the box and we're going to call this something. We have to remember it was put in the box, but it can always go back to the all. There's the connection, but it's somehow that's been broken. It's like, once we put something in the box here, it's like human nature. Well, now it's stuck in the box. It ain't coming out. Well, how are we going to shapeshift and expand? You have to be able to put it back. That's where we're really working on balance. The main energy we're in right now is the Three of Wands. It's understanding how to shift between the masculine and feminine energy at any given time. Add the energy of the child while we're hanging and connected to the divine and higher self, spirit. Source energy. I'm really feeling called to like this new source energy. It's like I always can tell when I'm going through a shift because I start expressing myself differently. I even ripped off my fingernails. I couldn't help it. I ripped them off right now. I need to be self right now. We're in a time of honoring body and self because there's a reason for this. And this is my path, guys. This is not about, you know, having a fight over what we need to do. We're pulling out that charge. This is my path. This is where I'm going. Your path is your path. You're going where you're going. You're healing from your charge. I'm healing from mine. So we can unite and come together. This is the whole point. We need to have some insight here. According to the Big Bang Theory, all existing matter and energy appeared and exploded from a single point about 15 billion years ago. Gravity worked its magic to pull simple elements together to form giant stars. Those exploded to birth galaxies. In one of those galaxies, a cloud of dust and debris fell into orbit around a dwarf star. Dust became rocks, which became asteroids. The larger the object, the larger its gravitational pull. And when the dust finally settled, it had formed the planets of our solar system. What a beautiful birth. On one of those planets, though, the swelling and heaving of natural forces, life began. And we know one of the biggest connections here is water. Consciousness arose. You came to be here, and there is still the same amount of energy and matter in the universe as there was in that first moment when all was one. And yes, there is, but we remember that the energy has been manipulated by the matrix in order to keep us out of balance, because when we're out of balance, boy, aren't things out of whack. When things are out of balance, all we want to do is do this. We need to stop doing this and just do this right now. And this is through self. We must connect to self. Now our dependability, this is connected to our dependability. We're going to receive that message, then we're going to discuss what's happening here. Because wow, what a time we are in. And you know, this reminds me too. We've discussed, I met a soulmate and have had much reflected back to me. And you know, it's reflected back to me like there's so many relationships that are like the stars, our connection to the stars. But our counterpart, it feels like the energy of the sun and the moon. You can't replace the sun and the moon. As grand as the stars is and as beautiful as the stars is, the connection to the sun and the moon, there is a balance restored there through self. It's like we have the sun and the moon, and then we have the stars, and it's like the stars surround us, but we have the sun and the moon. And our counterpart feels like that. But we must remember that that feeling we have for our counterpart is within, and this feeling resides within us. And to stop looking for it without, and to start looking for it within, and connecting with the divine, connecting with the earth, expanding. This is not about finding everything within someone and codependency. This is about mission work and expansion and coming together to unite. A dependable society that's uniting, New Earth as one, a community. And it's community based. I don't like the word society. Guess that was a little negative, wasn't it? But negative is a part of life. I'm gonna add the positive charge. I really appreciate the thought of community, a community that's supportive of expansion, of mistakes. We have to make mistakes because we're learning through repetition. Like somehow we've got this through our mind that we just came here to get things right. Like this is our mind, we have to get things right 3 times because of the programming we've created here. Oh, I must get something right 3 times and then I have to achieve my goal. Well, what if you made 8,000 mistakes to achieve your goal? Is it still not worth achieving? We need to change our perception. We're learning through repetition. We're learning through mistakes. And that means too, like, we're not doing this. We're not taking our wand and being like, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. And This is through self. This is like, oh, that person has a negative and positive charge within them. They're working on their path, but I'm not going out here. I'm going to go within here. I'm going to focus on self. I'm going to focus on my path because I got to get home. All right. Dependability. Earthly meaning, something that sounds too good to be true probably is. Choose dependability over grandiose promises. Stay focused and stick to your goals. Stating something loudly and repeatedly doesn't make it true. Do not be distracted by secondhand or ill-informed opinions. The truth always has a way of revealing itself, and you don't need to get involved, turn to, or be someone. So we don't need to get involved. We need to turn to or be someone you can trust. This is, once again, stopping to look without. Like, oh, I couldn't trust you. You didn't do that right. Oh, I couldn't trust this. This is going wrong without. This is about going within and trusting self, working with the divine, working with the child, working with the balance of the energies. We have to turn to someone we can trust so we can trust self. This is dependable unity. It starts from within. Look, if we don't trust self, we're already like, oh, I can't trust you. I don't even trust myself. We're trusting self, we're trusting the divine, we're trusting the universe, we're trusting Mother Earth, and we're learning to trust each other in a little bit of a different way. And our soul tribe members are helping us to do this, how to reflect this back to us, what this patterning looks like. Spiritual meaning: listen and respect all points of view, but in the end you must be true to yourself. Put your faith in the great compassion of your heart and find comfort in knowing that love is the greatest law of all. There it is. In the arms of Mother Earth, you can find acceptance, clarity, and beauty you can depend on. The law of love is absolute. We must focus on being called home to the earth, because this is part of home. Insight: rocks do not levitate and planets don't swing out of orbit. Nature is dependable. In space on Earth, atoms follow the same rules. Light travels at the same speed everywhere, be it from a distant star or the flame of a birthday candle. Water boils at 100 degrees. You can depend on gravity, the rotation of Earth, and that your forgotten coffee will cool to room temperature. Nature has laws it follows without expectation. This money's not involved. Had to make a little joke there. Raising the vibes with some humor. There is not one set of laws for the mountaintops and another for the valleys. Stars abide by the same laws as grains of sand. It is nature's loyalty to these laws that gives Earth the order it needs to support life. Outside of these laws is chaos and miracles. Before you accept truth as absolute, put it to a test. Is it as true for the weak as it is for the strong? Is it as right for the rich as it is for the poor? The laws of the universe have no bias. We can depend on them regardless of age, wealth, culture, or status. And this is what we're getting back to. This is what we're reconnecting to. This is what the Matrix has distorted. We're getting back to this. The dependability of natural universal law. The dependability of what's happening here. It's time for us to trust nature again. The patterning is here. You know, when we can't trust in the harm, the overabundance of these shadow energies, no, but we can trust in nature. We don't have to listen to the shadows. We can listen to nature. We have a choice. This is what they've shown me. Dependability is connected to the Empress right now. And the Empress is working with the King of the Earth. This is allowing the masculine energy to ground love through spirit. We're healing from the devil energies, and key right now in healing from the devil energies, listen to your body. Body's gonna help us to heal from the separateness. Right now, body's been feeling a little bit separate. We have to restore connection. What we're doing here is we're healing with the energies of New Earth, from the heavens to the earth through us. We're restoring connection between the masculine and feminine as equals, as one. We're uniting with the masculine, the Emperor, and the Emperor is working with the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is working with truth, but a truth from the masculine. This may be actual, a masculine energy, but this is with the masculine energy, period. This is healing with the masculine energy, a truth that is being illuminated by the masculine energy for the feminine. Remember, we're doing work together. The feminine's doing this, the masculine's doing this to restore balance and come together as one. These cards are connected to a bigger message they've shown me. We're going to share that. Now, right here, we're pulling out our Five of Wands charge, all right? In order to do this, we're going to heal with our body. We're going to listen to the body. The body right now is connected to spirit, guys. The body understands things, okay? The body reacts. But we have to fix this because we've been wounded. We've been programmed. So how we may react, this is healing our instincts because we may be acting toxic. What we want to do is we want to detoxify this in order to heal our instincts, in order to trust how our body reacts. So what I mean by this is if we're constantly in overstimulus, the connection to the devil energies, okay? So we're in addiction. We're not balanced. Our body chemistry is off. So how we may be reacting is not connected to our truth. Now, when we listen to our body, when we are balanced, when we're working with the body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child, the heavens, the earth, through us, we can begin to trust our reactions. We can trust our instincts. So we're healing this patterning right now. And this has to do with everyday patterning. This has to do with our relationship with self and how we love self. This is all about nurturing. We're going to understand how to nurture self again. We've lost this. We are too burdened by the matrix. We're going to nurture self. This is the biggest change that's happening. We are aligning with people of New Earth. We are also aligning with the stars, our starseed homes and roots. This is connected to the cosmic cross, as well as the seasons, the equinoxes, the solstices. This energy shapeshifts and transforms our lives. We are connected. We are one. The four directions, okay? Now, this right now is connected to the message of unity and dependability, which we will be sharing here in a minute. This is going to help with unity from the heavens to the earth through us. But this is connected to our ancestors and ancients that we're working with, and we know we just received a message from them. Now, dependability, this is where we're going. Remember, we're making connections. We're working with mastering self and shape-shifting. It's about uniting and being able to depend on these relationships, depend on our relationships, depend on life. We're going to depend on life again. So we need to create some forward movement, and this is connected to the Prince of Pentacles. This is the main energy that they're showing me. This is the goal, to move forward through the earth. So how are we doing so? It's connected to what's happening here with the Three of Pentacles. We need to remember when we're doing our work here, we're connected to our flame. We are connected to alchemy, and we're understanding what's toxic for us and what isn't. The light is the key. That's why the pentacles are within the stained glass window. The connection to our flame is key. Working, scribing. This is working with our divine blueprint. Scribing. This is also with that feather here, following our signs and synchronicities. But we must remember this is about a fresh approach. This is all about a fresh approach, and that's why the Fool is here. And it's a fresh approach with innocence, with integrity, connection to the light. Because we're healing from our sorrows. Because there was a debauch here with love in the Seven of Cups. And it's connected to old earth. The space right here. This is connected to the shadow energies. But we're going to move forth with the Chariot. We're getting on this train right here. And we're moving forth. And that's our connection to justice. We're setting out to achieve justice through the feminine energy. To do this, though, is going to honor the masculine. And we're going to get there in a second. But it's through the King of Wands. And the moon, see the moon, La Luna in there, is pushing. The feminine is pushing this transformation between the masculine and feminine as we speak. We're going to set the feminine energy free because it's time for her to be home. So, and this has to do with our fresh approach, our new beginning. So we're going to work with our sorrows here and the Five of Swords. It's time for us to remove our pain, and that's what we've done here. We've removed pain. And it's all about the peace. There's a sword here and a sword here, and he's connected to the Sword of Clarity, but it's through peace. So here, with the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups, this is our connection to our illusions, because it's pain. We must deal with our sorrows. It's time for us to expand here into new earth. It's time for us to restore balance. And this is connected to the water energies and manifestation. The energy of the Nine of Wands is also present here. Because the Nine of Wands is the connection to the Chariot and being able to cut ourselves free. Justice, balancing of the karmic scales. And it's through the King of Wands energy. This is what the feminine must remember. It's through the King of Wands energy because, well, because the King of Wands is action. It's connected to the masculine. It's connected to expanding. It's connected to action, and we need action. We need action here. We need action to deal with this. We must actively deal with what we need to work with here in order to transform our old patterning to our new patterning and heal. We need action to get on this train from old earth to new earth, the bridge, whichever way you want to look at it. But we're not sticking around here. This is in decay. This is dying away. It's time for us to go. It's time for us to go home. We're builders. We're creators. We're lovers. We're here to expand. We're here to bring unity to consciousness. We're not here to create more conflict and stay caught in this conflict. We're not here to stay stuck in this spiritual war. We came here to be brought to bring unity to consciousness. And this is what we're doing. We need this masculine energy to take this sword and cut the feminine free. It's time. And this is allowing her to honor her sensuality without calling her down. Her sensuality is a part of her, and it's time for this to rise. We're honoring connection. And that sensuality is a part of the connection between the masculine, honoring that feminine energy within him. Between the feminine, honoring that feminine energy within her, but also honoring the masculine energy within as well, restoring wholeness and allowing this expansion. Allow this. Allow this within your life. Pray, meditate, whatever you need to do to get to where we're going. But remember, we're going here. We're going to see how we're going here. How we're getting there. Let's continue on. This is connected here. We're working with creating dependability through the earth, but it's from the heavens to the earth through us, with the feminine and masculine earth energy right here, Pentacles. It is connected to the Knave of Cups, the feminine, love. Look, we must connect to love, creating with love. Remember, it's from fear to love. That's our connection to the Two of Cups. The feminine is offering love. And that's connected to the Empress. There's our connection right now, Venus. And after everything, the feminine is still willing to offer love. The Empress is here to help us to heal from the devil, and so is the Emperor. Now, the Empress is working with the King of Pentacles, the King of Earth. We know we're connecting to the energy of Aquarius, healing with the star, the energy of New Earth, the Golden Ages. This is connected to the 8-pointed star. And this 8-pointed star is leading us home. It's connected to clarity. Now, the Emperor is working with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is working with the King of Swords, as the Emperor works with the Princess of Cups now. And do you see? Here's the Princess of Cups. She's connected to the Empress. But now the Emperor is directly connected to the same energy. There is the connection right here. Love. What's in that cup and what's in that cup? But it's the masculine honoring the feminine energy within. Now, this is all connected to the creation of peace, thanks to La Luna. That's what we're after here. The King of Swords is helping us to grow and expand. And this is what we've been working on, to stop looking at it as a failure. We must connect to this energy. Right now, we must work with peace. It's working with peace that's going to allow growth. This is where we will expand. The Knave of Cups is connected to the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is going to help set the feminine free. We need the King of Cups because the King of Cups is the great nurturer. And remember, the masculine energy is going to honor the feminine, the matter, set her free and let her rise. This King of Cups connection, though, is through the energy of youth, the prince. We need the divine child here. We need the divine child present within us. We must show that we've done inner child healing, and that is listening to our body. That's what this is. This is part of inner child healing. And the moon is here to help illuminate this. Well, the sun is here to help us expand this. To do that, we're going to connect to spirit. We're going to honor that we're going home. And the feminine is part of this. We're not going home without her. We're going to pull out our charge. This is connected to the Five of Wands. This is this connection here. Battling. We all are after the Six of Cups at the end of the day. This is the soul's purification, and this is connected to this. This is this connection here. Coming together. And this is connected to facing our sorrows. We must face our sorrows in order to purify. That's where the clarity is. This is how we're going to heal from this. We also must begin putting down our burdens of the matrix. This is burdens of having too much going on. We're not focusing our energy here. It's all over the place. We need to restore balance. We need to recenter. We need to refocus. So in order to do so, we need to add the positive charge to the negative situation. So through the 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands, this is where we do it. All those 9 wands are a positive charge of action towards these 9 swords. This is just stuck within fear. And we know we're creating love from fear, so we must. This is where the connection is restored. Right here. So we're going to deal with this 5 of Wands, this active charge within the matrix. Okay, guys, this has got us fooled right here. We're all within a spiritual battle. My way's right, this way's right. Oh, this is even fighting with sleeping people. This is all over the place. We're just all over the place. We need to go within. And we're going to go within because this is connected to the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is our connection to the 2. And the 8 of Cups is connected to our truths. The Princess of Swords, but through the feminine energy, the energy of youth. We're going to honor this space. Because right now it's all about the King of Wands energy. We are going to mature and transform. This is using our masculine energy, feminine you as well. It's not just the masculine honoring the feminine energy. Now it's time for the feminine energy to honor the masculine energy and use this to expand. We're going to move forth. The 8 of Cups and the Princess of Swords are connected to the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Here, we're going to work with our 3 of Pentacle pals, as well as body, mind, soul, masculine, feminine, child, the heavens, the earth, through us. We're working with knowledge from the unknown, as well as our divine blueprint. Do you see the 3 here are connected to this? There's something that's transforming here. And look, it's connected to the alchemy. We know we're going from lead to gold. This 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles is connected to the 2 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So here we're working on restoring connection. This is being stuck. The masculine stuck here. This is the power shift. This is where we begin working together. And what are we doing? We're going to begin working together to restore balance. This is the time we're in. This is the year we're in. We're going to begin seeing this. We're going to begin destroy to create and create to destroy. So, okay, we can restore balance. This is mission work. Restoring balance is connected to the 2 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. Here it is. Healing. Connection. The energy of the Carusis, the Kundalini. We have transformed. This is connected to our chakras. Chakras are lit. Okay? We've restored balance between the masculine and feminine energies. Thanks to spirit, thanks to source energy, thanks to connection, thanks to all this hard work we're doing. Part 2 will be linked down below in the description. It's the reading. We're going to build off this information. See you there.